Hey guys, welcome. Today we are going to look at the contents of my iPhone's current lock screen wallpaper. It was taken in Inflatable Island in Subic, and it's just a really simple wallpaper that you can see, very pleasing to the eye. Once you open my lock screen, this is the first thing that you will see. My home screen wallpaper is actually a photo that was taken while I was in Dangwa, so I took a picture of the roses over there and just used it as my current wallpaper. On the lower part of my iPhone are the important apps that I always use every day. So that's Messages, Phone, Messenger. So these are just your basic apps that are part of every iPhone. When you slide to the next page, these are the apps. So I separated the apps that I frequently use, which is Facebook, Instagram, Safari, and Spotify. This is my Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can check it out. For Spotify, you can also check out my playlist. Here are the playlists that I have, and I always use Spotify to listen to music every day. And I've created playlists that are actually curated for productivity, relaxing mornings, and for those who want to dance in the shower. We move to the interesting parts of my phone. These are my social media apps. So here we have YouTube. In here, I actually enjoy watching videos. Twitter. I barely use Twitter, but I do tweet sometimes. Casting Asia, which is actually a PR that I do work with for Instagram. And this is the YouTube Studio. This is actually a helpful app for YouTubers to see the progress that they have on YouTube. At the same time, they can easily reply to comments. I also have TikTok. I have a few videos that I have on TikTok, but I barely use TikTok. So the next folder I named Connection folder. These are the folders that I have for my Gmail, for Telegram, for WhatsApp, for Yahoo Mail, and for Viber. I included the shift calendar in here. So this is actually a good way for me to check up and see my current status for the day, especially when I'm on duty. So supposedly I would have been from duty today, but since we are pulled out from the hospital, I'm just really at home. One is the software folder. It's basically just a compilation of the other apps that Apple has. I sometimes use the Keynote app, which is a good way for you to make PowerPoint. And this is a report that I have for acute coronary syndrome, which I did last Feb. For the next folder, I have my photography folders. Here, your Lightroom. Do have presets in case you guys want to see and want to learn more how I create my presets. Just leave it down in the comments. I might give you guys my presets. I also have Unfold, so I create here some Instagram stories. I use Snapseed as well to edit my photos. I also have Review. This is actually a really great app for me to track down and see if my photos mesh well together, especially before posting them on Instagram. And it is a really great app, especially if you want to curate your feed. I have VSCO. This one I edited using the HB2. I also have PIXALOOR. So here in PIXALOOR, you actually get to animate your photos and actually let the background move. For example, this is actually a sample photos. So this is a photo that I posted on Instagram that I used and edited via PIXALOOR. The clouds are moving. So the next folder I have are the games. So these are the games that I actually play whenever I have a downtime or to keep myself awake during duty. My most favorite of the games that I have here is actually this. You can actually play this with your friends. Do it in 2, 3, 4 players, and there are a lot of games to choose from. Mutual Party, and you can create your faces for you to be able to know which your character is. Your friend will be over at the other screen and you will be in here. For navigation, Waze, Google Maps, and Google Translate. This is actually a very useful app in China. They never really understood English, so the entire time we had our trip in China, we used Google Translate because it was harder for us to keep on typing. We actually used the conversation part. You would talk on the phone, it would translate for you in English, and then you guys would understand each other. So the next one we have is delivery. So basically the apps here in the Philippines that I use for delivery. So I always use GrabFood in order for me to actually order food. Videography. So these are the apps that I use to create videos, especially ones that I use for my Instagram stories. So I have here MEGAPHOTO. It's actually a great app if you want to create effects like this one. Aside from that, you can use it to create effects like this one. At the same time, if you want to create text as well and have it move in this way, you can actually also do that. I do have SKETCHBOOK here. You can actually create some sketches over here. So this one was actually for my thumbnail. Actually pretty easy to use. You can create and actually do some sketches yourself. InShot is the app that I frequently use whenever I edit Instagram videos. So it's really fairly easy to use. You can just add a video. You can add a few videos over here. So for example, it's actually easy to edit the videos here. You can actually cut the video, slice it, and actually also put some filters in the video itself. I have VLC because there are some movies that I like that are not on Netflix, so I just download it and actually put it on VLC. So these are some of the choices that I have on Netflix, and I also really love this one, Never Have I Ever. You guys should check this out. For shopping, so I do enjoy and love shopping. For my productive apps, these are the apps that I use. I have up to date to actually check out a medical concept. I do have Acrobat. In here, I do have some saved PDF files. So these are some of the handouts that I have over here in my Acrobat. Forest, this is the app that I use for productivity. So it's a really useful app that you can have, and you can actually decorate your forest the way you want it to be. The more times you get productive, the more you get some of your coins. And the more coins you get, you can actually buy new plants for your forest. The next is to have flashcards. These are apps that I actually use sometimes. So I created flashcards. For example, fat-soluble vitamins. I can just check it out and then it appears. So it's vitamin A, D, E, and K. And I also added a few things that I can learn from this one. So I do have a lot here. So I have vitamin B1. What is it? It's thiamine. These are actually flashcards that I created myself. I also have lectures in anatomy. I do check this out sometimes. So there are free lectures over here which you can use and actually help you.
Now the heart is a midline valvular muscular pump.
A strategy game. So these are the games that I like to play sometimes whenever I want my brain to keep on working. And your goal is actually to get the painting itself without getting caught. So I have Lucid. Before, when I used to count calories, this was what I used. And lastly, this app is a really good app. That's why it's separate, because I like to look at it every day. For today's quote, we have, when people keep telling you that you can do a thing, kind of like to try it. And it's a very inspirational quote every time I open this app, and just reminds me to keep on pushing forward and just follow my dream. So that is it for what is in my iPhone. By the way, the case of my iPhone is actually given to me. It's actually just a clear screen because I do like changing up what's in the back. So this photo at the back is actually given to me by my boyfriend Jem, and this was when we were in Croatia together. And that is it for our video today. I hope you guys enjoyed looking at the apps on my iPhone. If you haven't yet, please do like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!